And welcome back, everybody, as we are back on Behind the Arc Basketball tonight, covering play-by-play the NBA Summer League Championship and the Vegas Summer League at the Thomas & Mack Center going down. Both of these teams 4-0 in the Summer League. They were two of the four undefeated teams going into today in the Vegas Summer League, with the Celtics being the top seed because of their 21-point win margin average to their opponents. Sacramento, the number 2 team, with just under a 14-point win margin in the Vegas Summer League for them through 4 games. Then Minnesota was the 3 seed with just under a 13-point win margin, and the Pelicans the number 4 seed. So we'll get to the matchup in a little bit. Glad to have you guys in the stream today. It's basically the Kings with their defense going up against the Celtics' high-flying, explosive perimeter attack. This should be a terrific matchup going down here. Key players to watch in this matchup: Peyton Pritchard for Boston, averaging over 20 points per game in the Summer League through 3 games, leading the Summer League with over 8 assists per game. That is number 1 through all players in the Summer League for Pritchard, shooting the ball at a ridiculous clip, 58% from three-point range. And not only is he a bucket here in the Summer League, but also down on what he did on Saturday in Portland. He did not play against the Sixers. Instead, he played in a Pro-Am game in Portland, Oregon, in his home state, and dropped down 92 points. Impressive for Pritchard, as he will be in the starting lineup tonight for the Celtics Summer League team. Aaron Nesmith averaging just under 19 points per game, shooting the ball 39% from 3. Carson Edwards, number 3 scorer on the Celtics team, averaging 15.5 points per game. We take a look at the Kings. It is Jeremiah Ramsey, the leading scorer, over 16 points per game for him. Louis King leads the NBA Summer League in steals per game, just under 3 steals per game, and he's averaging 13 per game. And Davion Mitchell, number 9 draft pick as well, having a great Summer League, shooting the ball 50% from 3. And scoring just over 11 points per game with 5.5 assists per game. What's good, PB Baller in the stream? Thanks so much, man. Glad to have you guys in the stream again. Jose, what's good? Back to work, looks like. James in the stream. Eugene, glad to have you guys back at the channel. Goody. Welcome in. Sorry to hear that. I saw in the chat a little while ago. So sorry to hear that, Goody. My condolences to your family there, bud. Braden, what's good, man? Yeah, might be. Might be, honestly. But glad to call it for you guys today. Little bit of a taste of hopefully a nice, bright future for Boston. A lot of sophomores on this team for the Celtics Summer League squad. Peyton Pritchard, Aaron Nesmith picked up in the draft in 2020. Nesmith at 14, Pritchard at 26. And then in the draft previous, Romeo Langford, two full seasons with Boston. Injured throughout most of those, though, for Romeo. He has only played 50 games throughout the Celtics career. He was the number 14 pick back in 2019. And Carson Edwards, number 33 pick back in 2019. He also picked up in the previous draft Johan Bagarin from this past draft at number 45. Celtics with the white jerseys today. Repping my Boston jerseys on me with a Tatum jersey. And also got the Pierce right behind me. And then Sacramento will go in the purple uniforms for tonight's matchup. We're about to get ready to tip this one off. Celtics will go left to right on the floor. Kings will go right to left tonight. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. Ian, what's good? Glad to have you in the stream, man. Dakota, welcome in. Sorry to hear that, man. Hope everything gets better for you, bud. The Celtics will control the tip. On the court first for Boston, Pritchard, Bagarin. It is Edwards, who is out there as well, along with their big that they acquired from the Hawks. Bruno Fernando, that is a 3 taken by Nesmith, the 5th player out in the court, and that is good. Celtics on top first, Kings with a possession. Around the perimeter for Sacramento, this is Ramsey. Ramsey leads the way with 16 per game. Bounce pass, top of the free throw circle. They will take it inside. Gets the handle. Lost it at the baseline. Turnover. Turnover by Namias Queta. Rookie from Utah State, undrafted. What's good, Lamario in the stream? Welcome in. Sacramento heading into this matchup with a scrappy defense. They forced 16 steals in their first game. 11 steals in their second game. 14 steals in game 3. And then game 4 had 11 steals. Totaling to rack up 52 steals through 4 games. Bagarin dribbles into the key, lost the handle. There's steal number 1. Sacramento with the ball. 8:50 left to go in the first. Top of the key for the Kings. They move it out wide. Robert Woodard II passes to the top. 3-point shot in the air. Off the mark. No good by Louis King. Celtics pick up the rebound. Pritchard moves it over to Edwards. Edwards, jumper right elbow. Knocks it down. That's good. Carson Edwards with his first basket tonight. What's good, Michael, J-Mac? Glad to have you guys in the channel. This is just a one-game winner-take-all. So no best of 7 in the Summer League. It's whoever wins this game wins the 2021 NBA Summer League Championship. As that will be a Celtics foul by Edwards at the left baseline. Slips and falls down to the ground, and the jump shot was Mitchell. And this will send Davion Mitchell to the line shooting 2. First shot by Mitchell, that goes through. Kings on the board. What's good? Dakota on his other profile. Welcome in. He's got his Mavs logo for his high school. Second shot, and that one bounces around the rim and out. Edwards scoops up the defensive rebounds. Celtics have it, approaching 8 minutes left to go. Attacking the lane, downhill, that is good with a layup. Bruno Fernando finishes with a right hand. Underneath, puts it up, blocking foul. And the Kings will go to the line, shooting 2 again. This will be Robert Woodard II. Played 2 seasons of college basketball in Mississippi State from 2018 to 2020. Neesmith picked up the blocking foul. And Woodard will head to the line shooting 2. Picked up number 40th in the draft of 2020. Picked up by the Grizzlies. First shot off the back rim off a high arcing free throw. Second shot by Woodard. That goes through. So both of the points so far, Mitchell with a free throw, Woodard with a free throw. That's how they've got the 2 on the board so far for the Kings. Celtics with the ball. Pritchard bounce pass top of the key. They hand it off to Pritchard, attacks. Bounce pass left corner, swings it out to Edwards. Edwards now dribbles, dish to the right wing, open 3. Neesmith hits it, that is good. Aaron Neesmith dials up the triple. Celtics moving the ball around, terrific. They've been doing it all throughout the Summer League. Number 1 in assists per game in the Summer League for Boston, as they came into this game averaging 25.5 assists per game. 3-point shot from the top by Sacramento, missed by Mitchell. Defensive rebound picked up by Boston. Pritchard moves it out, but Garrett attacks right down the lane, too easy. That is good for another 2. 12-2 to score right out of the gate. Boston with a 10-point lead as we're going to take the first timeout tonight. 7:11 left to go in the first quarter. Passing, ball movement, leading right now to 4 total assists for Boston compared to just 2 points on the board for Sacramento. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up here, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well. If you'd like to be notified future live streams, I cover mainly NBA and college basketball games. I do cover other sporting events too, like NFL, MLB, NASCAR, for a couple other sports there as well. What a start for Boston. The statistics here are just through the roof as far as their firepower offensively through the Summer League. They had one close game. If Boston had lost that game, they were going back and forth against the Hawks on the first Sunday of Summer League play. Boston ended up winning by 2, 85-83 the final. They attempted 51 3-point shots in that first game against Atlanta, and Boston happened to trail 9-0 in the first 4 minutes against the Hawks, and it ended up winning by 2. That was the only close game for the Celtics, was the first one. After that, they crushed the Nuggets 107-82, beat the Magic 108-71, and then won against the Sixers in their last game on Saturday 100-80. And they are doing it through different offensive statistics here, all through the roof. 40% plus from 3-point range. Number 1 in the Summer League in that category. Averaging 15.5 3-point makes as well. They're top of the Summer League. Same as 25.5 assists per game and averaging 100 points per game. Well, it's good. Good edits in the stream. Thanks so much for the sub. Anthony, thanks so much for being a part of the stream again. Well, it's good. Jay Ramirez in the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, definitely. This past season, it's been like the year to come back. I've covered a couple of comebacks here in the Summer League, so this game is far from over. We're back to action. 7 minutes left to go in the first. Mitchell has the ball for Sacramento. Davion Mitchell, blow by speed, takes it and no good. It gets blocked. Denied by Fernando. The Kings get it back though. 5 in the shot clock. They put up the shot. They hit it. That's good at the left elbow. Goes down by Louis King. Attacking the lane. Boston with a layup, but Guerin lays it up and in with a left hand. Sacramento pushes up the court now. Ramsey at the left wing, defended by Pritchard. Switched now by Fernando. Ramsey attacks downhill. Fernando, get that out of there with another rejection. Pritchard, dump out right corner. Back over to Pritchard again. He dribbles. Bounce pass underneath Fernando. Pump fake, spin move. Tried to throw over a poster. Got rejected by the rim, but fouled. Bruno Fernando showing everything in the court tonight. 2 blocks in a row by Fernando on back-to-back possessions. Denies Mitchell, denies Ramsey on a dribble drive attempt to the basket. And Fernando draws the contact underneath in the foul. Number 34 pick of the 2019 draft. Played the past 2 seasons for the Hawks at age 22. Comes over his college from the Maryland Terrapins. Heading into his 3rd season now with the Celtics. First shot missed at the line. Yeah, I already do that here. You guys get to see my face and you guys get to hear my voice. Boogie Woogie, thanks so much for being a part of the stream here. Second shot, good by Fernando. 6:15 left to go in the first. Textbook start for the Celtics. Sacramento will dribble up the ball. They have it at the top with Mitchell. Mitchell dribbles, almost lost the handle, gets it back. To the left corner, a 3 taken, and that is good. King launches and drills it. Under 6 minutes left to go in the first. Celtics have possession. Pritchard dribbles, moves it out to Edwards. Right baseline dribble. Oh my goodness, Carson Edwards trying to throw down the dunk. It will not count though. That has some big time air on it, soaring through the air by Edwards. The dunk will not count though, as he stepped out of bounds of the baseline. It'll go back to Sacramento. Celtics are still a perfect 6 for 6 shooting from the floor. Jab step, deep jumper, off the mark, miss. They get their own offensive rebound. Keita passes off to the cutter, layup. That is good as it goes down. It is Ramsey who scores the layup, the top scorer for Sacramento in the Summer League. Came into this game averaging 16. Edwards down the lane, floats it up, scores. That is good. Nice bucket by Carson Edwards. Takes it to the basket. Yeah, I got your message right there, Jose. Jose going back to work. Awesome, man. Carson Edwards with a prove-it type of game that he has to show today. Final game of the Summer League. Give it your all. That is the big key tonight. Approaching the 5-minute mark left to go first quarter. Kings down by 8. Mitchell at the top. Takes the 3 at the right wing. It's up. No good off the mark. Snatched on the rebound as that board gets picked up by Zach August. Comes into the game now as a substitute. Pritchard moves it over to Begarin. He attacks. Whistle blows though, as this will be a turnover by Boston. 4:58 left to go in the first quarter. Celtics up by 8. Sacramento will have it back. What's good, Aaron? Welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you guys in the channel. The Kings with the ball at the top. King dribbles now around to the left elbow. Gets space. Takes the jumper over August. Delivers. Louis King knocks down the deep 2. Celtics pass underneath. August had it blocked. And it goes back to the Kings as Louis King comes up with a denial on the steal. Kings with a possession. And once again, Louis launches off the front rim, offensive rebound, mid-range shot. Again off the front rim, missed. Offensive rebound again, a whistle blown, fouled. This will send number 26, Emmanuel Terry, to the free throw line shooting 2. He's played for 2 NBA teams throughout his career, the Sixers and the Heat. And he came to the NBA before playing Division II college basketball at Lincoln Memorial in Tennessee. Yeah, this is a throwback one. It's about a 13-year-old jersey right now. First shot is good. I loved it with these colors. The green and the blacks that they used to wear. For Boston, late 2000s, those jerseys were phenomenal. What's good, Ethan on the stream? Welcome in. This Celtics team so far just so explosive. Second free throw goes down. Kings draw within 4 now. 4:15 left to go in the first quarter. Boston dribbles past half court. Edwards looks to pass it. Gives it off around the perimeter to the hands of Nesmith. Nesmith off with crossover. That gets turned over though. Ramsey picks up the steal. The Kings move it out to the top. Open three launch straight away. Hits it. That is good. It's a 1-point game, 17-16. Sacramento down by double digits has climbed their way back. And they have done it on a 12-2 run in the last 2.5 minutes. Sacramento, scrappy defense tallying a total of 52 steals through 4 Summer League games. Pritchard, 101 defended by Mitchell. National Defensive Player of the Year for college basketball and the national champion at Baylor. Gives it out to Nesmith. Nesmith launches up a prayer. It's up no good off the backboard, shot clock violation. That is tough defense by Sacramento. The ball goes back to the Kings with 3:31 left to play. What's good, Jose in the stream? Welcome in again. Yes, the Celtics are my favorite team, Aaron. 6 turnovers by Boston, just 1 by Sacramento. Mitchell has the ball at the top. He's defended by August 101, 14 on the shot clock. Mitchell takes the 3 straight away, and he drills it. That's good. 15-2 run by the Kings. That is not the player that you want to leave open straight away. Davion Mitchell, 40+% from three-point range. His last season at Baylor. Edwards will try to do the same. No good air ball. Offensive rebound right underneath, though a whistle blows in the foul. Sacramento underneath foul picks up the foul here on August as he got it with the offensive rebound for Boston. This will be a Celtics inbound with 3:02 left to go. Pritchard has the ball. Pritchard dribbles attack, dumps it off the fingertips of August. That is turnover number 7. Here goes Sacramento attacking down the lane. Floats up the layup too high off the glass. August with a rebound. And a reach and fall just past midcourt. Clock will stop with 2:47. Sacramento's defense stepping up. It's going to be Boston's high-flying perimeter attack going up against the Kings. With their scrappy defense, Sacramento forcing 7 turnovers so far. This is going to be a game. As we'll take a timeout, Kings now have the lead, 19-17 with 2:47 left to go in the first. What's good, Richie? Welcome to the stream. Glad to have you back at the channel here. Yeah, they already lost today. And Toronto's right behind New York. For baseball, the Red Sox are falling fast. They've been in a huge slump for like almost a month now. Yeah, Davion Mitchell, absolute dog of a player. I think he's going to do really, really well in the league. He's just so fast. He's got tremendous blow-by speed. We take a look right now, leading scorers in this game. Sacramento on top. Louis King leads the way. 10 points for him in the first quarter alone for Louis King. And he's got already 2 steals. King's averaging almost 3 steals per game. Mitchell with 4 points so far. Knocked down a 3, and then he hit the free throw to start. For the Celtics, leading the way, 6 points by Nesmith. Fernando's got 3 points. Peyton Pritchard yet to score so far. He has 5 assists, and Pritchard yet to attempt a shot. Carson Edwards got 4 points. So still a long way to go remaining in this game. 2:47 left to go first quarter. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, and glad to have you guys be a part here tonight on the channel as I'm covering play-by-play NBA Summer League. We're back to action. Boston has the ball underneath. Fernando moves it out left corner, catching fire, and drills it down. That is good. Carson Edwards hits down the 3. as the Celtics up by 1. Mitchell moves it over to Ramsey. Ramsey dribbles now, takes the jumper to left elbow. Off the front rim, missed, and defensive rebound picked up by the Celtics. It goes to Sam Hauser with his first minute of the game off the bench. Pritchard yet to attempt a shot. Dump off the fingertips of Edwards, though, and it goes back to the Kings with a steal. Ramsey jacks up a left corner three off the mark, no good. Pritchard with a defensive board. Moves up the court, catch and fire. Edwards missed the three, no good. Back to the Kings. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Sacramento jacks up a three. It's up and dials it. That is good. This is turning out to be a three-point fest. Down on the break, Sacramento drills down the triple. Davion Mitchell with 7 as he hit the second three of the game. Boston, deep range. Pritchard, no good, off the front rim. And the whistle blows. It will be the Celtics called for over the back. It's on Fernando. Shane, welcome to the stream here. Glad to have you guys be a part of the channel. James, welcome in. Minute and a half left to go in the first. Highly entertaining game in the Summer League Championship so far. Mitchell has the ball. Mitchell, crossover. Lost it, gets it back. Moves it out to the right wing. Ramsey 1-on-1 on Hauser. Ramsey now attacks down the lane with a finger roll. Lays it up and in. That is good for Jahmias Ramsey. Kings by 4 with 1:10 remaining. Edwards turns the corner, dribbles, attacks inside. The whistle blows. Kings will commit a reach-in. Game clock will stop with 1:08. Yeah, for sure, Jose. I think so too. I've been so impressed by Davion Mitchell. Hauser will be the inbound passer. 1:08 left to go in the first. Boston has turned it over 7 times. This has been a problem for all of Sacramento's opponents when they've taken on the Kings through the Summer League. Sacramento has forced 80 total turnovers in the 4 games they have played against their opponents. Pritchard again takes a deep three off the front rim a second time. Nothing on the board for Pritchard. Kings with the ball. Ramsey attacks once again. Pump fake, puts it up and draws the blocking foul. It's going to be 2 at the line by Jahmias Ramsey as he gets fouled by Fernando. Sacramento taking threes lately, also getting to the bucket, mixture of both. Louis King leading the way with 10 points and 7 by Davion Mitchell, knocking down 2 of the threes for the Kings as he is totaled to make half of the team's threes, 4 for 8 from the perimeter. First shot missed by Ramsey. Ramsey's got 4 so far. And second free throw missed off the front rim again. August picks up the defensive rebound for the Celtics. Boston has it. Spin move, Edwards contacted, kick out right corner, no foul, and Hauser misses on a 3 off back rim. Ball goes back to the Kings, attacking the lane. Ramsey puts it up off the glass, tipped off the glass for a second time, tipped around to the key, and the Celtics finally come down with it with Hauser. 25 seconds remaining. Boston with a chance to cut into the Sacramento lead. Hauser dribbles, dump off, intercepted in the key. Poor decision. Passed it to the wrong player. Terry went straight to him and picked it off. 9th turnover by Boston tonight. Sacramento will slow it down for the final shot here. 5 seconds left to go. Mitchell at the top, crossover, takes it, jumper, left elbow, no good. Off the front rim. And that's how we close it out at the end of 1. 24-20, Sacramento leading at the end of 1. The Celtics up throughout most of that quarter, and then the Kings came back in a big run, 15-2 run at one point, to take the advantage, and up by 4. They lead at the end of the first. What's good, Vegas? Welcome to the stream here, man. What a game so far we've had. The Celtics offense getting slowed down throughout the second portion of the first quarter. Peyton Pritchard yet to score so far. He dialed up 2 really deep threes and missed both of them off the front rim. He's got 5 assists. 7 points leading the way. Carson Edwards for Boston. 6 points by Aaron Nesmith. And Bruno Fernando has 3 points so far. Yet to grab a rebound in this game is Sacramento doing really well as far as getting some boards in this matchup here. It seems like it's much more. The rebounds 10-10 throughout both of these teams, but 7 of those rebounds for Sacramento have been offensive rebounds. For Sacramento, Louis King, 10 points in the first quarter alone, 7 points by Davion Mitchell, knocking down 2 threes. All right, so I just saw what happened to Romeo Langford. So it looks like Romeo Langford was announced out before this game. That's due to a right wrist strain for Langford. Langford really hasn't played much so far in the Summer League. I think he played in the first game. He might have played in the second, and that was it, because he didn't play in the third game against Orlando when they covered that one. So here we go, getting back to action. Second quarter has begun. Kings by 4. They have the possession first, going right to left in the court. Couple new players into the game they have. As number 34, Matt Coleman, enters the game from Texas. And it leads to a two-handed dunk underneath. It goes down by Sacramento as they up it to 6. Boston now with the ball. Left baseline jumper, Nesmith connects. That goes down. Aaron Nesmith, now with 8 points, the top scorer for the Celtics. It is Edwards, Nesmith, Begarin, Hauser, and August, 5 in the court for the Celtics. Back to the right wing, launching from deep. Missed 3 off the front rim by Woodard. Defensive rebound back to Boston. Nesmith floats it off the fingertips of August. That is turnover number 10. Approaching 9 minutes left to go. Takes it up, and a big block underneath by Nesmith. Celtics have the ball back. They dump it off Begarin. Nice pass off the cutter. Hauser lays it up and in for 2. Sacramento with the ball. Coleman attacks right down the lane. Lays it up, and that is good. Blows past the defense for 2. Yeah, this has been a great game so far. Walking Legend, welcome to the stream. 8.5 left to go in the second. Boston has possession. Edwards dribbles. Bounce pass finds August underneath. August powers his way, gets fouled. Or this will be reversed. This will be a turnover. Travel underneath by Zach August. So there was contact by Emmanuel Terry, but August turns it over inside underneath the hoop. And this will go right back to the Kings. What's good? FL Chevy, welcome to the stream once again. 11 turnovers by the Celtics, only 1 by Sacramento. That's been the difference so far. How the Kings have been able to come back. 8:10 left to go in the second. They dump it off underneath. Terry puts it up. No good off the glass. Gets his own rebound. Second time. That is good. Off the back rim. Bounces straight down into the net. 8 minutes remaining. Celtics take it past half court. Edwards. Pump fake, jumper, contested. Off the mark, no good. Tip down, nice fight for the offensive board. August puts it up, contacted and fouled that time. 2 shots coming up at the free throw line for Boston. This is number 41, Zach August. 6'10" center. Comes from playing 4 seasons at Notre Dame from 2012 to 2016. Played at Greece this past season. First shot in the air, rattled out, no good. Sacramento, yep. It's good to cover different teams because Sacramento barely gets put on national TV. So I usually don't get to watch them that much. So this is awesome that they're able to get this game. Second shot's good with 1-for-1 at the line. 7:45 left to go in the second. Coleman has the ball. Defended around the perimeter by August. Coleman takes it. Moves it out to the top. It's Ramsey. Now they'll go spin move. Floats it up to the side of the rim. No good. Missed shot by Stewart. It goes right back to Boston. DJ Stewart, 1 season with Duke. And a reach and fall assessed around the perimeter. This is by Sacramento. So the clock will stop with 7:26. Pritchard yet to score so far. He's got 5 assists, though. August moves it out. Left wing catch and fire 3. Rattled out. Missed the shot. No good. For Boston was number 43, Eric Coleman. Pushing off. That will be a foul picked up on the court. It will be offensive charge to Matt Coleman. Pushes down on Pritchard. What's good, Puzzle Pro? Welcome on the stream. This is on ESPN right now. We have 7:14 left to go second quarter. Sacramento came into this game in the Summer League forcing turnovers, and that's exactly what they've done so far tonight. Celtics have turned it over so far in this game, 11 turnovers to Sacramento with just 1. And this will result in a Sacramento inbound. Looked like Coleman pushed off on Pritchard, but the refs say that Sacramento will keep the basketball. The Kings have it around the perimeter. Deep 2 jumper taken by Coleman. Splash, that is good. He hits it. Matt Coleman knocked down a game winner in a Maui Classic against UNC for the Texas Longhorns. 6:52 left to go in the second. Launching from deep. Hauser, open up the bank. That is good. Sam Hauser knocks down his first 3 of the game and banks it off the backboard and in. Kings with the ball. Stewart dribbles, dump out right wing, catch and fire 3 in the air. Off the mark, missed by Woodard. Defensive rebound picked up by the Celtics. Bagarin attacks, pro hop, kick out, offensive foul. Bagarin out of control of the ball, took it downhill down the lane, ran over Stewart. Stewart took the charge, and the ball go right back over to the Kings. Hey, I'll catch you later there, Dakota. Have a nice night, man. 6.5 and under left to go in the second. Sacramento with the ball again. Coleman moves it out to the top, back over to Coleman. Coleman gets space, takes the 3 open, hits another one. Matt Coleman having a big impact in this game off the bench, as he has got 7 points off the bench today. And Pritchard is way off, misses his 3rd shot of the game, all from 3, and that is an air ball and it sails to the corner out of bounds. Peyton Pritchard dropping down 92 points in his last game in a non-NBA Summer League game. Instead, he chose to go out to Portland to play in a Pro-Am game and score 92 points. But tonight, he is way off. 2 deep 3s hitting the front rim and an air ball at the right wing. Bobble the ball. The Kings get it back, though. Stewart at the corner. 8 on the shot clock. Stewart crossover, 3 in the air over Bagarin, missed it. And August picks up the defensive board. Celtics down by 7. They move it out wide. 3 taken. Holman misses off back rim. The rebound picked up again by the Kings. Coleman lost the dribble. Contacted into. No call. Celtics pick up the ball. Turnover number 2 by Sacramento. Pritchard defended by Coleman. 1-on-1 on the outside. Moves it cross-court. Hauser off the screen. Takes the 3 again. Off back rim misses. And just Sacramento is tearing it up on the glass. They've got the size and looking good on the glass. 3 jacked up miss. This time Boston will rebound. It's picked up by Holman with a rebound. Celtics will slow it down. 5 minutes left to go in the second. Pritchard attacks. Dump out right wing Holman. He takes it down the lane. Contact here. Bodies collide. On the ground. Holman and Emmanuel Terry collide. This will be a blocking foul by Sacramento. Game clock will stop. 4:56 left to go in the second. Sacramento leading by 7, 35-28. Yeah, they're taking way too many threes for sure. They attempted 51 threes in their first game. The numbers went down quite a bit. Their first game, they shot the ball 31% from three. Their last three, they're shooting above 44% plus. What's good, Cameron? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well, man. Thanks so much, brother. Peyton Pritchard's turned it over 3 times. Yet to score so far tonight for Pritchard. Missing all 3 shots from the floor, just way off his mark today. Boston struggling from 3, 4 for 12 to start. They had a pretty good solid start this game offensively, but they've been slowed down a ton in the second portion of the first quarter to beyond for the Celtics here. Sacramento really putting on a terrific run. At one point, they went on a 15-2 run at one point in the second portion of that first quarter. Boston just cannot grab any offensive rebounds. Offensive boards in control for the Kings, 10-1. Leading the way so far, Sacramento with Louis King, 10 points, 2 steals. Davion Mitchell knocking down 2 threes. He's got 7 points. Off the bench, Matt Coleman. He made a 3. He's got 7. Perfect 3 for 3 from the floor. And 5 minutes off the bench by Coleman. For the Celtics, leading the way, it is Aaron Nesmith. He's got 8 points. 7 points by Carson Edwards. And then 5 points off the bench by Sam Hauser. Yeah, this type of score right now, it favors Sacramento. Sacramento holding all 4 of their opponents in the Summer League to 75 points or less. And it's quite crazy what the Kings have done, forcing turnovers. They came into this game for Sacramento forcing a grand total of 52 steals through 4 games and 80 forced turnovers. That is insane. Forcing 22 turnovers against the Hornets, 21 turnovers against Washington, 20 turnovers against Memphis, and 17 forced turnovers in their last game against Dallas. We're back to action. Boston gets the inbound underneath. They put up the shot, and that is good for 2. Celtics cut it to 5. Sacramento with the ball. Mitchell back into the game, number 15 for the Kings. Mitchell, crossover, open space, takes the jumper at the free throw circle, but misses. Ball goes back to Boston. Pritchard with the ball in his hands. Dump out right wing 3 in the air, but Guerin way off the mark, no good. Kings with a defensive board. 4.5 left to go in the second. Mitchell swings it over to the top. Ramsey with space, launches. Off the mark, missed. Tipped up, defensive board to Pritchard. Celtics once again. Pritchard moves across court. Nesmith dribbles, lost the handle. Right into 3 defenders inside the key, and that's an easy Sacramento turnover. And 2 more points off the fast break. That's good. Points off of turnovers. It is crushing the Celtics in this game so far. 13 of those turnovers. And it has led to Sacramento in this matchup to score 19 points off of Boston turnovers. The Celtics with 0 points off of turnovers. They keep on jacking up threes. That is a poor decision. Not even close. Holman misses off the front rim for a 6'10" big as he attempted a 3 at the left wing. Ramsey launches a 3. No good. Offensive rebound. Off the mark, missed by Sacramento. Once again, a second offensive rebound. Puts it up and scores. The Celtics getting destroyed 13-1 on the offensive glass, and the Kings have their largest lead in the night. Raymond, welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel again. Thanks so much, Richie. Celtics need something. They'll attack, and that is good. Down the lane. Nice to see there. Taking it to the basket for 2. That is Edwards. Kings with the ball. Mitchell defended at the top. Switched by Guerin. Approaching 3 minutes left to go. Moves it out left wing. Ramsey. Kick out left corner. Dump to the left block. Backing their way 1-on-1 with a hook shot. Keita off the mark. Goes right back to Boston with a rebound. Outlet pass. Edwards. Moves it over to Guerin. Back outside to Edwards. Edwards pulls up. Takes the 3. Off the front rim. Misses a 3. Sacramento has the ball back with a rebound. Puts it up. Mitchell scores. That is good. Up and in off the backboard. Davion Mitchell taken at number 9 in the NBA draft. And what a steal the Kings got here. National championship at Baylor. Key facilitator to speedy Mitchell on the court as that's a nice dump off. Edwards to Guerin throws it down with a 2-handed throwdown. Mitchell, the National Defensive Player of the Year for college basketball in 2020-21. Edwards now with 9 points, 2 assists. Sacramento with the ball at the top. King leads the way with 10. He dribbles up, jumper 15-footer. Late contest off the front rim, tipped up, and the Celtics pick up the defensive board. Under 2 minutes remaining. Pritchard moves it out to Nesmith, catching fire in the 3, and that's off short as well. Rim short on a lot of threes tonight by Boston. Sacramento's defense playing this well. Entry pass inside, powers their way, and a whistle called in the foul. Namias Queta will shoot 2 at the line for Sacramento. 3 seasons at Utah State, averaged a double-double this past season as he played in the NCAA tournament, lost first round, the round of 64 against Texas Tech. Yeah, that is crazy. Peyton Pritchard dropped 92 points in the Pro-Am game on Saturday. I think the score was in the 160s for that game. Alright, so if you guys are new in the stream here, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action on the channel, mainly play-by-play of college hoops and NBA games. I do cover other sports as well, like NFL, NASCAR races, Major League Baseball. Glad to have you guys be a part here in the stream once again. We take a look leading scores tonight so far. It looks like this. 10 points by Louis King leads the way. He's got 2 steals early on out of this matchup. 9 points by Davion Mitchell along with 2 assists, knocking down 2 threes from the perimeter. 7 points off the bench by Matt Coleman in 5 minutes he has played. And for the Celtics so far, leading the way, Carson Edwards trying to prove it in today's game. 9 points for Edwards, 8 points by Aaron Nesmith, 6 points by Begarin. Peyton Pritchard still yet to score. He's played 16 minutes, no points, along with 6 assists, missing all 3 of his 3-point shots. What's good? Braden on the stream. Welcome in. Yeah, I think possibly that's how it could go, because this game here, this game favors Sacramento right now. This game totally favors Sacramento considering what the Celtics have done in Summer League play. Through their 4 games, averaging 100 points per game for Boston, and Sacramento holding them to 34 with about a minute and a half left to go before halftime. The Kings allowing their opponents to 75 points or less through 4 Summer League games. So the defense has been the big key in this matchup so far. And that's been Sacramento making their adjustments. Boston forcing threes, missing them. In their first 3 games, in their last 3 games of the Summer League, they shot the ball lights out 40% plus from 3, but tonight just 4 for 16 at 25%. Back to action at the free throw line. Namias Queta shooting 2 for Sacramento. First shot good. Second shot's up, and that is no good. Skips around the rim, tip to the baseline and out. Fernando tapped it last. It will stay Kings ball. About to inbound. Sacramento gives it underneath to Queta. Bounce pass back. Intercepted though in the key by Pritchard. Pritchard gives it over to Nesmith. Back over to Pritchard. Pritchard with the ball. Moves it outside. It's Edwards. Launches a 3 off the back rim. As the struggling 3-point woes continue for Boston. Sacramento attacks. Ball poke loose. Stolen. Begarin. Nice hustle at the baseline. Taps it off of a Kings player last, and it will be Boston basketball. Heads up play there by Yuhan. Yeah, I got you there, Vegas. I've been impressed too by Fernando. I really like what he has brought so far. He had back-to-back blocks early in the first quarter. He brings really good physicality to the floor, too. Definitely for sure. Vegas puts out about his energy. I love what I've seen from him inside. We got 57 seconds left to go before halftime. Timeout taken here on the floor. Sacramento will take a timeout as they lead it by 8. Yeah, I do like Russ going to the Lakers there. It just another key player just assembles for them to have, and LeBron can play anywhere. Russ is going to be the main ball handler at for LA. It's just really odd. This game today, Boston is losing, considering that they've shot the ball better than Sacramento, completely opposite. It's really odd. Boston shooting the ball at 46% from the floor, Sacramento at 33%. Yet Boston has turned it over 13 times. It's allowed Sacramento to score 19 points off of those turnovers, and that has been the big difference so far in this game. It's the Kings forcing turnovers, and they've done this throughout the whole Summer League. Also, the Christmas Day slate, that was announced today. Got some great games there for the NBA Christmas slate. Celtics in action against Milwaukee on Christmas Day. That game at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. As we get back to action, 50 seconds left to go in the second. Kings have possession. Mitchell with the ball around the perimeter. Mitchell blows past August down the lane, puts it up high off the glass. Offensive rebound, as they will give it back out to the top. 3 in the air launched. Off the front rim miss, tipped up, defensive rebound. Picked up by Neesmith, and the over-the-back call picked up by Sacramento. 31.1 left to go. This will be Celtics inbound coming up. What's good? I am Ghost in the stream. Welcome in here, man. Celtics were looking great early in this game. They were up 15-4 at one point in the first quarter. And then Sacramento stormed right back in a 15-2 run at one point midway through the first. Boston with a possession. Pritchard, bounce pass, intercepted, comes in. Nice deflection. Woodard, pass up the court, lays it up and in. That is 21 points off of turnovers for the Kings today scored. Sacramento up by 10, their largest lead. Boston with a final possession here, most likely before halftime. Celtics with Pritchard. Moves it out Begarin. Bounce pass, deflected, kicked ball violation. The Kings are flying all over the court right now. And it is paying off for Sacramento. 14 forced turnovers in the first half alone. Begarin with 5 seconds left to go. Inbounds to Pritchard. Pritchard dribbles between a double team. And he gets the layup. Finally, he gets a bucket with 7/10 of a second remaining before halftime. 44-36 we go into halftime here. It took Peyton Pritchard a full 20 minutes almost to get his first basket. And it was not a three-point shot. Pritchard, 58% from three-point range. Made around 5.5 threes, averaging in the Summer League per game. And Pritchard tonight held 0 for 3 from the perimeter. As we go into half, Sacramento's defense has been the big key so far in this matchup here, as the Kings have come back and they lead at 44-36. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe, ring that notification bell as well if you'd like to be notified of future live streams. I cover NBA games, mainly for NBA basketball, also college hoops as well. And also I do cover other sports too from time to time, like NFL, MLB, NASCAR from time to time. Right now, we take a look, leading the way. Louis King, 10 points in the first quarter alone. He leads the way, still stuck at 10 points for King. He had 2 steals as well in the first quarter. 9 points by Davion Mitchell for the number 9 draft pick, knocking down 2 threes in the first half. 8 points by Jamias Ramsey, top scorer for the Kings in the Summer League. Off the bench, 6 points by Emmanuel Terry. 7 points by Matt Coleman, having a great game. He's played 5 minutes, perfect 3 for 3 shooting. For Boston, nobody in double figures. Celtics came into this game averaging 100 points per game. Sacramento shutting them down for this 36 at halftime. Top scorer so far, Carson Edwards with 9 points. 8 points by Aaron Neesmith. And then off the bench, Sam Hauser's got 5. But Begarin's got 6 in the starting 5 and only 2 to show for Peyton Pritchard. Rough game by everybody for Boston, basically, as far as the turnovers. 4 turnovers by Pritchard, 3 turnovers each by Gagarin and Neesmith. Hey, that's awesome there, Jose. He's watching baseball scores on his phone right now. With me as well. Great there, man. Oh, yeah, I definitely think so, too, for sure, Richie. I feel like Mitchell's made for this game. He's just super duper fast. He's up to speed with this game. What's good, Sean Sam? Welcome to the stream. Hope all is going well, man. Glad to have you back on the channel. Right now, we're just at halftime. Kings up by 8, 44-36. It's interesting, this type of game today. Boston shooting the ball much better at a clip than Sacramento. 48% shooting from the floor by the Celtics at 14 for 29. This is crazy. Boston has only attempted 29 shots, whereas Sacramento has attempted 52. That is an insane number right there. Sacramento, 17 for 52 at 33% from the floor. Big reason why the Kings leading the offensive rebound battle by a ridiculous rate. 14-1 on the offensive glass in favor of the Kings. So number one, getting offensive rebounds, second chance points it has been leading to. And then number two, these turnover differentials here. 14 turnovers by Boston, leading to 9 steals by Sacramento, and it's led to the Kings scoring 21 points off of those Boston turnovers, whereas Sacramento's kept the ball right out in front of them throughout the game, has only turned it over 3 times. It's just been one of these crazy games today where the Celtics are still hanging into this game, despite shooting the ball just 4 for 17 from the perimeter at 24%. Boston came into this game lighting it up from 3. And these are the circumstances, is that it's usually the defensive type of team going into a matchup as high as the stakes of a championship game. It's usually been to the defensive team that the winning score favors usually. It was like that in the national title game, Baylor over Gonzaga, and we see it here with Sacramento. Sacramento's scrappy defense forcing Boston into 14 turnovers in the first half alone. The Kings, through 4.5 games so far in the NBA Summer League, they have forced a grand total of 96, or that is 96 forced turnovers that they have forced, and 61 total steals. That is an insane clip. 61 steals through 4.5 games and 94 forced turnovers. 94 forced turnovers. That is crazy. Halftime went by pretty quick. We're going to get to the third quarter here in just a moment. That is an average of about 21 forced turnovers per game for Sacramento. That's what it turns out to be. Wow. That is just impressive. We've seen it all in the first half. Davion Mitchell knocking down 2 threes, taking it to the basket with some blow-by speed for him. League ready for number 15. The number 9 draft pick picked up in the 2021 class with Davion. And we've seen it from him from the floor today. So a little quick update right here. The NBA Christmas Day schedule, that was released today. And these are the games. Slate of 5 games will take place on NBA Christmas Day. And we have, once again, Trae Young going to MSG. First game tips off at noontime Eastern time on Christmas Day. That game is on ESPN. The second game at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time, the Celtics will be at the Fiserv Forum taking on the Milwaukee Bucks. Third game on Christmas Day, that will be the Golden State Warriors. Steph Curry will be taking on the Phoenix Suns against Chris Paul in that matchup. That's at 5 o'clock Eastern time. And get ready for the big one. Big primetime matchup, both on ABC and ESPN. The Brooklyn Nets taking on the LA Lakers. Oh man, that's going to be unbelievable with that matchup there. KD going up against LeBron, and then closing out the nightcap, really late game here, the 10:30 p.m. Eastern time game. That is the Mavs, who will take on the Jazz. So 5 games on Christmas. That schedule was launched today. I think there were a couple of games released from the Celtics schedule earlier today as well. Let's see if I can bring these up. So Celtics get an opening night game as they will take on the Knicks on opening day on my birthday, Wednesday, October 20th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It's at Madison Square Garden. And then on Saturday, on Christmas, they take on the Bucks. It's the one I announced before. So Celtics are announced in an opening day game. I'm going to see here if I can dig up some more games of the schedule since we're at halftime. Alright, so actually that's the second night. So that is the second night to the NBA coverage. Okay, so actual opening day will be Tuesday, October 19th. So the day before my birthday. It will be Brooklyn against Milwaukee. So a little bit of the rematch for the 7-game series in the second round of the Eastern Conference. The Nets against the Bucks, opening it up on Tuesday night, October 19th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time. The Warriors taking on the Lakers right after that one at 10 o'clock Eastern Time, as that will be on Tuesday night. Wednesday night, we'll have the Celtics against the Knicks, first game, and then the second game will be the Nuggets against the Suns. After that, the schedule set for October 21st, that will be the Mavs against the Hawks, and then the Clippers against the Warriors. Both of those games on national TV. Then on Friday night, it will be the Nets against the Sixers, and then the Suns against the Lakers. So we're going to start off the third quarter here. Glad to have you guys back in action. As we are underway now for the third quarter, the Kings will have the ball first. They go left to right in the court. Mitchell dribbles left baseline, bursting speed, kick out right corner, 3 in the air, hits it. That is good. Louis King picks off where he left off in the first quarter. He had 10 points in quarter number 1 alone. Now has 13 total. The Kings up by 11, largest lead. Celtics need something to start off the third. Hand off to Pritchard with only 2. Swings it cross court. Edwards attacks the lane with the left hand. Missed the layup. Tipped out of bounds to the baseline. Last touched. Out of bounds by Fernando. It will be Kings ball with 9.5 remaining. Sacramento has it at the left wing. Step back 3 in the air. Off the mark. Missed. Defensive rebound picked up in the corner by Nesmith. Now over to Pritchard past half court. Pritchard moves it out. Begarin turns the corner back out to Pritchard. Off a double team. Outside, Nesmith launches from deep. That's up off the front rim. Scooped up on the rebound by Keita. Kings with the ball right back. Under 9 left to go in the third. Attacking the lane, King on Begarin. Puts it up off the back rim. Tipped around to the key, and it's Edwards who picks up the defensive board. Pass behind to the trail. Nesmith jacks up a 3. It's up and no good off the mark. Offensive rebound. Puts it up and fouled. Fernando heading to the line shooting 2. Game clock will stop. 8:44 left to go in the third quarter. Bruno tonight, he's got himself 3 points along with a rebound. He's been held on the glass throughout this game. Major troubles for Boston, being out-rebounded 14-2 in the offensive glass, and also turning it over 14 times compared to 3 times by Sacramento. Those 14 turnovers have led to 21 points off of turnovers by the Kings. First shot good at the line, puts it back winning 10. Yeah, Markkanen's still a free agent. Second shot by Fernando, and that one is good. Mitchell at the right wing, defended by Fernando. Mitchell crossover, moves it out to an opening. That's from the outside from 3 to the right of the rim, out of bounds. Nice find, though, by Davion. Just couldn't knock down the three. Was Robert Woodard II. So Celtics have possession back. Edwards gets the handoff from Pritchard. Edwards moves it outside again. Pritchard entry pass. Fernando snatches it. Double team bounce pass to the corner. Off the mark, out of bounds. Bruno Fernando with his bounce passes way out of bounds, looking for Begarin. 16 Boston turnovers. Sacramento with just 3 as the Kings have possession. Top of the key, Queta. Queta dribbles, moves it out to a wide open player right there as that's off the mark. They get the offensive rebound. Mitchell for 3. Hits it. He is too good when left wide open. Davion knocks down the triple. Sacramento by 12 with 8 minutes remaining. Or they will, 1 second here. It's going to be non-bucket. It's on Sacramento on an offensive foul. They will not give them the 3. Celtics catch a break. They take away the 3, and it will stay 11. It will stay 9-point lead. 7:50 in the third. Boston has the ball back. Neesmith dribbles right baseline on Queta. Back to the corner. Moves it over to Pritchard, right wing. Pritchard, crossover on Ramsey, dribbles into the key, kick out, right corner, 3 in the air, knocked down, no call. Neesmith down to the ground, tipped out of bounds, last touched by Begarin. It will be Sacramento basketball with 7:36 remaining. The Celtics not doing anything as far as attacking inside. Open, underneath Queta, heavy contact, no call. They get the ball back and lay it up and in. That is good. Woodard to the bucket. What's good, Stunner? Welcome to the stream again. The Celtics started a perfect 7 for 7 from the floor ever since they were 6 for 25. Lost the handle of the ball. Underneath the hoop was their big man for Boston with Fernando. He did get fouled, though. That is King who picks up the reach-in. Game clock will stop with 7:15 remaining in the third. Sacramento with their defense, and this game has favored them. Ball bounced all the way to the backcourt, and that is a half-court violation by Boston. Turnover number 17 tonight by the Celtics. Louis King doing everything on the court. 15 points, 3 rebounds, along with 2 steals. King played 1 season of college basketball at Oregon, declared for the draft, went undrafted, and here he is, having a terrific game in the Summer League Finals. Mitchell at the top of the key. Mitchell dribbles, kick out left corner perimeter, step back 3 in the air. Off the mark, missed shot by King, tipped out of bounds. And this will be Celtics basketball. Checking back into the game for Boston, it will be number 30. Dedrick Lawson from Kansas as he heads into the game now. Celtics looking to get some size now on the glass. They are being out-rebounded dearly when it comes to offensive rebounds. In favor of the Kings in this matchup, 16-2 on the offensive glass. Boston underneath scores a bucket. Sacramento. Pass underneath, count it. And 1. Heading to the free throw line by the Kings as the clock will stop at 6:42. Attacking the lane, Ramsey puts it up and over Lawson and scores. Jahmiz Ramsey, top scorer to Summer League for Sacramento, headed into this game with 16 points per game averaging. He has got 10. Missed the free throw off the front rim. Edwards scoops up the defensive rebound. Edwards crossover around the perimeter, turns the corner, attacks the lane. Edwards puts it up and no good. Off the back rim and out as the Kings come up with a defensive rebound. Mitchell passes off the cutter. Ramsey too easy. Lays it up and in for 2 more. Davion Mitchell can see the whole court just like that. Boston will burn a timeout, down to 1 timeout remaining in the third. 6:23 left to go, third quarter. Celtics in trouble, being held to just 40 points for a team that's averaging 100 through 4 games in the Summer League. And the Kings defense showing up in a huge way tonight. We'll take a break here from the action. Sacramento largest lead by 13. It's the defense who usually gets slept on in these type of games. Sacramento was a 6.5 point underdog in this matchup. Kind of reminds me of Baylor, what they did in the national championship game, moving the ball around well, forcing turnovers, out-rebounding their opponents. You can see it, the extra hustle, the extra grit, the extra intensity, and the extra hunger on the court by the Kings in this matchup. Louis King leading the way, the king of the court, 15 points for Sacramento, 12 points by Jahmias Ramsey. And for Boston, leading the way tonight, nobody in double figures. Carson Edwards with 9 points, 8 points by Aaron Nesmith, and Peyton Pritchard really struggling, just 4 points for him today in 21 minutes. If you're new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. I cover basketball action, the play-by-play, NBA games, college basketball as well on the channel. Also cover other sports too, like NFL, MLB, NASCAR races from time to time. Glad to have you guys be a part here of these streams and be a part of this amazing community that we have built. What's good, Philip? Welcome to the stream here, man. Yeah, hope so, man. It's going to be tough for them to come back. They're just getting out-hustled on basically both ends of the court in this game. Sacramento crushing Boston, especially in the offensive glass. The Kings with advantage 16-2 on the offensive glass. It's been quite an odd game today. The Celtics outshooting Sacramento 43% to 33%. It's just offensive rebounds and turnovers. That has been a major struggle tonight for the Celtics. And missing a ton of threes. Jacking up a bunch of threes and missing, that certainly isn't helping, since they're playing a much, much better defense than what they played throughout the Summer League so far. .609 left to go in the third. Sacramento by 13. The Celtics again just turned it over in the corner. And that is, as we tally this up, turnover number 17 for Boston. Underneath the hoop, Keita puts it up off the front rim. Tipped out of bounds, and this will be Celtics ball. On the floor for Boston, Edwards, Pritchard, Begarin, Lawson, and Hauser. That will be Dedrick Lawson, number 30 on the court currently for Boston. There's already one blowout between undefeated teams in the Summer League earlier tonight. That was the Pelicans who crushed the T-Wolves 87-59. Deep jumper. Missed off the mark by Sacramento by Woodard. Tipped out of bounds. It will stay Kings ball. Woodard, King, Mitchell, Ramsey, and Terry. That's the five in the court for Sacramento. 5:42 left to go. Boston gets the inbounds. Begarin around the perimeter, hands it off to Pritchard. Now has it edge of the NBA Summer League logo. Pulls up from the edge of the logo. That's an air ball. Peyton Pritchard thinks that he's the hero tonight after dropping 92 points in a Pro-Am game, deciding to skip the Summer League game on Saturday. And here he is today with just 4 points, pulling up, shooting 30-plus foot jump shots and airballing them. 5:25 in the third. Kings have the ball. Mitchell pulls up from three. Takes it. Off the mark. No good. Tipped up. Trying to go for the putback. Couldn't get it. Pritchard with the board. Pushes up the court. Begarin flings it over to the wrong player. Purple jersey intercepted by King. Third steal. Spin pass half court. Hauser reaches in. Game clock will stop with 5:09. I heard about that right there. Embiid getting paid some big time. What's good, Warren? Welcome to the stream here, man. I was shocked that they gave Smart that deal, four-year extension for Smart this early. 5:09 left to go in the third. Pritchard trying to be the hero as Nesmith checks back into the game. Pritchard will head to the bench. Woodard II gets the inbound over to Mitchell. Mitchell at the top. Mitchell dribbles. Backs his way free throw circle. Give out, back out to Mitchell off the pass by Woodard. Mitchell around the perimeter. Back out to Woodard. Attacks the lane. Clear pathway. Watch out. Throws it down with a major right-handed flush. Davion Mitchell, the facilitator, once again opens up the court for a big-time cutter by Robert Woodard II. And Mitchell tonight gets assist number 6. Here's a steal by the Kings. The scrappiness as they get in near side of the court. King stepped out of bounds, though, at the baseline, and that will be Boston ball again. What's good, Esteban? Welcome to the stream here, man. Glad to have you back on the channel. Yeah, it's been rough tonight for Pritchard in this game. He thinks that he's going to be the new Steph, and he's airballed 2 threes tonight, and he missed his first 2 threes off the front rim. 4.5 left to go in the third. At the left wing, Begarin. Pritchard currently in the bench. Over to Neesmith, slides to his left, takes the 3, air ball. We've seen a bunch of those by Boston to get the offensive rebound. Neesmith puts it up, circus shot in the key, contacted and fouled. 4:15 in the third. Boston down by 15, shooting 2. Let's go and meet PC in the stream. Yeah, I can't believe it. Yamadar's yet to play tonight. Quick update here. These are the players that's yet to see in court time tonight by both of these teams. Yamadar, Romeo Langford's out tonight in this game. KJ Lawson, who's the brother of Diedrich. Diedrich is playing today. The younger brother, the older brother, KJ, is not playing. And then for Sacramento, players that have yet to check into the game. Chemezi Metu, Damian Jefferson, Principal Singh, Giannis's younger brother, Alex. Antetokounmpo is yet to check in the game either. And same as Marcus Graves. Boston knocks down both of those free throws at the line. 4 minutes left to go in the third. And the Kings turned it over underneath their hoop. Terry with a turnover. What's good, Ray? Welcome to the stream here. Edwards attacks down the lane. Had the ball poke loose. Gets it back, though. Knocked down to the ground. Chopped up by Mitchell. Personal foul picked up by Mitchell. Edwards got knocked down low. Mitchell tried to get some really good hustle there going after the ball, but knocked down Edwards low. 3:52 in the third. This is a summer league game, Warren. So like the actual like Celtics players, it's like the starters and most of the bench players aren't playing in a summer league game here. It's just basically players trying to make the roster, or players, second-year players like Pritchard and Neesmith, who have already made the roster but came back for their first summer league game. Sam Hauser moves it cross-court. Begarin kick out left corner. Edwards launches from 3 off the back rim. Tipped up, and the Kings pick up the defensive rebound. 42 points the Celtics have scored, and they've averaged 100 through the first 4 games in the summer league. Missed 3 by Sacramento. Boston will have the ball back. This is a telltale sign that you should not be attempting threes anymore. As Edwards slips in the court, turns it over. Attacking King. Goes in for the layup. Got blocked. They do get it back in underneath. Sacramento scores. Up by 15 again. Boston has missed the last 15 three-point shot attempts that they have taken. A telltale sign that they need to go inside and get some twos. 3:12 left to go in the third. Pritchard at the scoring table right now, getting ready to check back into the game during the next stoppage of time. Approaching the 3-minute mark remaining. Kings with a possession. Around the perimeter, they will give it outside. Mitchell has the ball at the right wing. Moves it cross-court. Left wing catch and fire in the air. That is money by Louis King as he hits it. King looking like the MVP of the Summer League for the Kings. 20 points by Louis today. 8 for 17, knocking down his 4-3. Davion Mitchell credited with assist number 7. 2:36 in the third as we go on a timeout here. Sacramento just scored again. It's up 62-42. Steal and layup. Louis King having the game. What's good? Judge in the stream. Welcome in. Glad to have you guys in the channel. David, what's good? I use OBS as my background for streaming. So it's called Open Broadcaster software that they got. It's OBS Studio. If you guys are new in the stream, hit the thumbs up, spike the like, hit the subscribe. 2:36 in the third quarter. Sacramento outscoring Boston 18-6 in the third. And the Celtics just taking threes and missing multiple threes tonight. It's been rough. Boston gelling with the threes in the Summer League last 3 games, but they got way too comfortable making threes. 16 of those against Atlanta in the first game. 19 made threes against Orlando. 15 made threes against Denver. 12 made threes in their last game against Philadelphia on Saturday. And today they're shooting the ball at a dreadful 4 for 24, 16% from 3. Yeah, Fernando was in the game for quite a while, and then he is headed to the bench. So Sacramento in the championship up by 20. It's been midway through the first and beyond. Boston jumped out to a 15-4 lead to start off this game. Sacramento then went on to a 15-2 run, and the rest is history. Celtics go 1 timeout remaining, I believe. Louis King, 20 points for Sacramento, 14 points by Jahmi'us Ramsey. Davion Mitchell, 9 points and 7 assists today. And for the Celtics, they've turned it over a grand total 21 times, and we're not even into the fourth quarter just yet. It has been just like this throughout the Summer League, what Sacramento has done. It's absolutely to perfection what they've done forcing turnovers. 22 total forced turnovers to the Hornets, 21 to the Wizards, 20 to the Grizzlies, and then 17 forced turnovers in their last game to the Mavs. They came into this game forcing 80 total turnovers and now have forced 101 to 4 3/4 games in the Summer League. Impressive. We are back to action. Hauser moves that left corner. Keep on shooting threes. Nesmith steps out of bounds. Another Celtics turnover. Tried to create space to take a left corner 3. Received the pass in his back foot. On the baseline out was Nesmith. 2:20 in the third. Kings with the ball by 21. They have the lead here. So they have changed it during the timeout. It was a 3 and not a 2. So 63-42. Mitchell. Step back 3 in the air. Off the front rim. Miss. No good. Outlet pass. Edwards. Over to August. Lays it up and in. What's good? Ray in the stream. Welcome in. Under 2 minutes left to go. Ramsey creates space, has the ball, takes the 3 over August. Off back rim, no good. And the Celtics pick up the rebound. Pritchard back in the game for Boston. And that pass sails to the right, deflected out by Sacramento. It will stay Boston basketball. 1:42 left to go in the third. Edwards bounce pass to Hauser. Hauser at the Summer League logo. Gives it outside Edwards. Edwards jacks up a deep 3. It's up and drills it. That is good. Carson Edwards trying to prove it here to see if he can make it back on Boston. We'll see when rosters get announced. 12 points tonight by Carson. Just 2 for 7 from the perimeter, though. Just hasn't been able to translate over with his confidence at the NBA level. Partially blocked by the Celtics. They have the ball back. Edwards pushing it up the court. Whistle blows in the foul. Collision on the court. Inside the 3-point arc as Edwards got knocked down. Mitchell will now take a seat on the bench for Sacramento. Coming into the game for the Kings, number 50 for Sacramento, as this is Jordan Shackle from San Diego State. He's played 6 minutes today. Celtics looking for a big bucket here to cut into their deficit. Around the perimeter, handoff to Pritchard. Pritchard, now at the top off a double team. Moves it over to Edwards, turns the corner. Bounce pass, deflected, and kicked ball violation. It will stay Boston ball, under 1 minute left to play. It will be Neesmith, the inbound passer, on the court with Pritchard, Edwards, Hauser, and August. Pritchard has it, now at the free throw circle. Gives it outside Neesmith. Neesmith lost the handle. Ball's in the ground behind him, and the Kings pick it up with a steal. Pass up the court. Sacramento attacks once again, and Ramsey lays it up and in for two. The leading scorer for Sacramento, averaging around 16 points per game, has just hit that mark today, now with 16. Right corner three launched again off the steal. Sacramento hits it. They are just in a whole nother level. You got to play defense in the Summer League. And Sacramento has shut down the Celtics, forcing 25 turnovers. And we still got 25 seconds remaining in the third. Pritchard attacks right baseline. Lays it up and in for two. Kings by 19. The final 18 seconds remaining. And the whistle blows in the court here as the clock will stop. What's good? Snake Durant, go. Welcome to the stream here. Potentially. Final 10 seconds remaining in the third. Sacramento with the basketball. Coleman has it at the point, defended by Hauser, looking for the last shot. Coleman dribbles, jumper, 15-footer, and he hits it. Celtics weren't paying attention to what he did in the Maui Invitational. Matt Coleman, game winner, hits down the buzzer beater at the free throw circle, same spot he did against UNC. Knocks it down for the 15-footer to close out the third quarter. 70-49 is scores. Sacramento just crushing Boston today. Defense, defense, defense. You gotta play defense. And the Kings have just been lights out with that one. Throughout the midway stage of the first quarter and beyond, the Kings got out to a 15-4 deficit as Boston was up by 11, and then Sacramento out of the timeout. Terrific adjustments, and the rest has been history. Boston tonight thinks that they're in a three-point shooting contest. They attempt 25 threes. They only make 5 of them. And just getting crushed 18-3 on the offensive glass. And turning it over 25 times tonight compared to 6 turnovers by Sacramento. Yikes. That has led to the Kings with 14 total steals. 5 steals by Louis King. Looking like he will be the NBA Summer League MVP with 1 quarter remaining. 21 points, 5 steals by King, making 4 threes tonight. 16 points by Jamias Ramsey. Davion Mitchell, 9 points and 7 assists. What's good, Sabrina? Welcome to the stream here. I am just shocked. Boston came into this game averaging 100 points per game. Best team offensively by offensive standards in the Summer League. They came into this game averaging over 15 3-point makes per game, number 1 in the Summer League, number 1 in assists per game, number 1 in points per game, number 1 in 3-point shooting percentage, and number 1 in 3-point makes. Though Sacramento came into this game number 1 in the Summer League in forced turnovers and steals, and it has been a defense that has just blown them right out of the water tonight. Sacramento has not only done it to Boston, they have done it in the last 4 games as well against the Hornets, the Wizards, the Grizzlies, and the Mavs, forcing at least 17 turnovers in all 4 of those games and 20-plus turnovers in 3 of those games. And tonight, forcing 25. Make it 26 as the Kings downhill down the lane, attacking the whistle blows. This just total embarrassment on national TV. 9:41 left to go in a non-competitive Summer League game here in the 4th. Puppers in the stream, welcome in. Yo, okay, welcome in the stream. This has just been absolutely pathetic showing tonight by Boston, taking 3 after 3 after 3 after 3 and missing. Neesmith will have the ball back. It's the Celtics with a possession. Gives it over to Pritchard on the outside. Pritchard swings it over to Edwards. Edwards now attacks down the lane. And whistle blows and he gets fouled. Edwards will head to the line shooting 2. Clock will stop with 9.5 remaining. Big difference in this matchup. Points off of turnovers. Sacramento, this is unheard of. 36 points off of turnovers for Sacramento tonight. Off of those 25 Boston turnovers compared to just 2 by Boston. Jess in the stream, welcome in. This has been a rough one today. Jason, what's good there, man? At least this is the Summer League. I'm glad it's not an actual game. That would be pretty embarrassing. I have to say the most embarrassing game I've ever covered for the Celtics had to be that game in February where Boston was up by 24 and they lost in overtime to the Pelicans. Yeah, that was abysmal. First shot good by Edwards. Second one goes down. Things to monitor here in the final 9.5 minutes. Carson Edwards trying to make the roster here. Potentially could be his very last game as a Celtics. He leads the way tonight with 14 points. We'll see if it's enough for him to make the roster. Attacking the lane. Easy layup. Blows past the defense. The Kings to the bucket. As that is his first bucket of the game. Number 17, Ade Murke. Jumper missed by Boston. Pass up the court. Murke has it. Right baseline dribble. Puts it up in the key. Hits it. Back-to-back buckets. The Celtics defense with Pritchard and Nesmith both on the court together. 2 key role players for the Celtics that got a good amount of time during their first season are getting ripped to shreds by a player named Ade Murke, who played 4 seasons of college basketball for the Denver Pioneers. That is good for the layup. Nesmith with the right hand. 8.5 left to go in the fourth. Top of the key. Coleman. Defended. Thought about taking a step back. Gives it off to Murke. Dump off Coleman. Lob over the top. Oh my goodness. 2-handed throw down on the alley-oop jam by Sacramento. And they extend it to a 23-point lead. Pritchard gives it over underneath. Fernando gets the layup. Final 8 minutes left to go. Sacramento getting outshot in this game also. The crazy thing about it is Boston is shooting the ball better than Sacramento, 44% to 37%. Missed shot off the mark underneath by Sacramento. Celtics have a spin move. Lost the handle. Edwards gets it back. Kick out. Pritchard launches from deep. Off the mark, misses the 3. Peyton Pritchard, nada tonight from the perimeter. Pritchard is 0 for 5 from the outside. As he went from playing a defense up against high schoolers in a Pro-Am game on Saturday instead of playing against borderline fringe NBA players in the Summer League, choosing to not play against the Sixers and instead going to his home state in Portland to play against high schoolers, dropping down 92, did not pay off tonight. Fernando a little bit. Ooh. What was that? Fernando a little bit gimpy in the court. Jordan Shackle just charged Pritchard. Ooh. After the whistle just blew. What was that all about? You could just see it tonight. Totally outmanned, outgritted. Boston at the free throw line. It is a technical free throw. Assessed to Shackle. It is good. At the line by Edwards. That was just completely uncalled for a player trying to make the roster for the Kings. Jordan Shackle from San Diego State charging Pritchard after the whistle was blown. Boston will get the inbound too. Celtics down by 22. Pritchard at the top. Approaching 7 minutes left to go. Gives it off. Pass. Poor decision. Deflected and stolen away. Kings with the basketball again. They'll take a 3 in the break. Off the mark. Miss. Pritchard with a rebound. Celtics 26 turnovers. Edwards stripped of the ball. Whistle blows in the foul. It's on Coleman. Boston will get the inbound coming up. Nesmith and Pritchard still in this game, along with Fernando, Edwards, and Hauser. There'll be 20 in the shot clock for Boston here. They'll inbound it at the near side left part of their front court. Neesmith's inbound will be defended by Shackle. Neesmith gives it over to Fernando. Handoff Hauser takes the three off the handoff, off the front rim. Coleman scoops up the rebound in the corner. Kings pass half court with it. And they will slow it down at Stewart. Approaching 10 on the shot clock, Stewart. Entry pass, dump off underneath, whistle blows a foul. Total mismatch, Carson Edwards defending Emmanuel Terry, a 6'9" forward inside the key, and Terry will shoot two at the line. 6.5 left to go, fourth quarter. Kings by 22. First shot is good. Second shot off the mark, no good. Defensive rebound picked up by Boston. Celtics have it. Open three launched by Edwards, and a whistle blows before the bucket will count. Terry down in the key. It will stay Boston basketball with 6:22 to play. What's good, Jay Worley? Welcome to the stream. Thanks so much for being a part of the channel again. Yeah, I heard about that. I'm shocked that Urban Meyer pulled the plug that early. I thought he picked him up because he could be a guy in the locker room. And that is a lost handle by Boston by Fernando, leads to the steal and 2 more points off the fast break. The Kings downhill all game long as they lay it up and in by Stewart. Approaching 6 minutes remaining, chucking up threes, missing threes all over the court for Boston. It's been that game today. Celtics stone cold from outside. The hero ball continues. 5 for 30, 16% from three-point range. Under 6 minutes remaining, Coleman attacks, lays it up and in, good for 2. Matt Coleman having an impressive game tonight for Sacramento. Coleman off the bench, 11 minutes, 11 points for him. Perfect 5 for 5 from the floor. Edwards takes another 3 off backroom too strong. Hero ball, right corner 3, Hauser. That one rattles in. 5:20 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sacramento en route to the NBA Summer League Championship. And the Kings have already won the championship twice, 2014 and 2015, in the Summer League. Looking for their third ever Summer League title. 3-point shot taken by Coleman. Knocks it down right down the pipe. Matt Coleman, 12 minutes, 14 points. Texas Longhorn. 4 seasons at Texas. One of the key players this past season for the Longhorns. Pritchard bounce pass underneath Fernando, and a reach and fall assessed to Stewart. Clock will stop, 4:47 remaining. This has just been a massacre tonight in the Vegas Summer League in favor of the Kings. Defense wins games, and they win it big time today, forcing all the turnovers they had. Strip, 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 strip. Celtics with 27 turnovers. That is unheard of. That is like a college turnover rate, basically, with a top 25 team taking on a bottom of the pack mid-major team. Baylor did that against Stephen F. Austin. They forced 35 turnovers in December this past season against Stephen F. Austin. It's basically what it is when you have one of the top teams in the country going up against a mid-major school. It kind of feels like that type of matchup today. Next game I plan on covering, I think it's going to be on Thursday. It will be NFL on Thursday. The Patriots taking on the Eagles for some NFL play-by-play. I saw that highlight clip there. Tim Tebow with his whiff on the block. He did like a tumble roll. after he blocked and he was on the ground. Yikes. I don't know what the thought process was. I think he wasn't in the NFL for like 8 or 9 seasons. Then Tebow comes back because he's going to be a great guy for the locker room, right? And he gets cut in the preseason. Unfortunate for the people who put wagers in that were looking for him to score more than 2 touchdowns per season and actually put a wager on that. That's just unfortunate. Yikes. Yeah, I know somebody personally that would probably do that. And that person personally would probably bet on the Jets winning the Super Bowl too. We have 4:47 left to go in the fourth quarter. Ever since the midway stage of the first, it has been Sacramento. The Celtics actually led this game right out of the gate 15-4. They had a terrific start, but then the brakes just hit as Boston played the hero ball and Sacramento tightened up their defense and started to force turnovers and started to get numerous buckets off of those first forced turnovers. At the free throw line, Boston hits both of their shots. Carson Edwards leading all scorers with the Celtics with 15, 12 points by Nesmith now, and Pritchard with just 6 in 30 minutes. 4:35 in the fourth. Sacramento with the ball. Murkay, top of the key, takes the 3 over Nesmith and drills it. That is concerning. Ade Murkay hits the 3 over a rotational piece, key player for Boston off the bench with Nesmith, and that is concerning. Pritchard takes a 3 and it's off the mark, no good, open at the left corner. Really concerning because Luka hit a game-winning 3 against the Celtics this past season over Nesmith, and Nesmith was the one who just contested the 3, and it was knocked down by Ade Murkay over Nesmith. 4:08 left to play. Boston will have the ball. Might be the final game we do see Edwards. He has scored 15 points, the top scorer, but he has missed 11 shots tonight in 33 minutes. The confidence level just unfortunately hasn't been there. He was a takeover game type of player in college. 42 points in the tournament against Villanova and Virginia in the Elite 8. And then he has just dropped rapidly here. He had a terrific summer league 2 years ago in 2019. And then he had a great game against Cleveland in the preseason in 2019. And just unfortunately after that, he has just dropped completely and it hasn't been able to translate over. Rob in the stream, welcome in. Yeah, I got to cover Golden State a couple days ago, and Kyle Guy had a pretty good game off the bench. Unfortunate that the Kings couldn't keep him. So he has some pretty good potential. Yep, definitely a massacre for Boston today. Historical context right on the spot as we're back into action. Under 4 minutes left to go, and the Kings are under 4 minutes remaining to being crowned Summer League champion for the 3rd time in the Vegas Summer League. That will be a blocking foul. And 2 shots heading to the free throw line will be Sacramento again. It's just this stage, it's really difficult at this stage. The lights are just too big for him, unfortunately. It's too bad because he was really good when he played in the G League for Maine. Him, Tremont Waters, and Taco that first season in 2019, they were terrific out in Maine. Just hasn't been able to translate over to the big league level. It's too bad because at the beginning I saw a little bit of Curry in him in the Summer League from 2 years ago. In the actual games they will be coached by Udoka. They're not for the Summer League though. Celtics tip off the season on my birthday, Wednesday, October 20th, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time against the Knicks. We have 3:48 left to go in the fourth quarter. Sacramento up by a bunch. They'll shoot 2 at the line, looking to go up by 30. If they make both of them, first one is good. And it's Marcus Graves. He spent last season in the G League with Utah's G League team, averaging just under 9 per game, and puts it to a 30-point Kings lead. 3:45 remaining before this matchup goes. Now the bench players into the game for Boston. 3-point shot straight away. That is good. It goes down to Eric Holman, 6'10 center. Knocks down the 3 from Mississippi State. Kings have it at the top of the key. Graves towards his right. 8 on the shot clock, moves at cross court. Sacramento attacks. Dump off underneath. They have the ball turnaround, partially blocked by Holman. And Boston has it back. Up the court, Holman gets stripped right back. And the Kings have the ball again. 3 minutes remaining before this game goes final. Kings will slow it down. Graves at the edge of the Summer League logo. 10 on the shot clock, bounce pass right wing. Going around the perimeter with Graves, 5 in the shot clock, deep 3, 30-plus footer, drills it. Nobody on him, and Graves hits it right down the pipe to put up the Kings by 30 again. Back out to the top, Fernando dribbles straight away, puts the shot up in the key, gets fouled. Bruno to the line shooting 2:33 in the fourth. Yeah, I think so there, Vegas. It might be something like as far as the gym scene for Carson. He hasn't been able to show out in the big games in the NBA. Maybe because that level is just too big for him, and also playing with 18,000 fans in the court at these NBA arenas compared to playing in a small gym or so, like in Portland, Maine, for the Red Claws, playing with much smaller attendance, and like more of a gym that looks like, kind of looks like a Division III college in that gym or so. The fans are really packed in on the bleachers. They have much smaller gyms at the G League level. Yeah, a lot of those gyms don't even look like D1 school gyms. Or they look like smaller mid-major D1 school gyms. But yeah, I'd probably consider the one in Maine kind of similar to other arenas, like the one at Brown. I think it's even smaller than BU's gym. It's nothing compared to Providence, though. And that's a G League gym. And Providence has around, I think, like 12,000 at the dunk that they put in. It's a really small capacity arena. Yeah, they only have capacity of 3,000 there at the Portland Exposition Center. So that's basically what they have for attendance at Brown games. I think it's around that total, around 3,000. That's like, because Providence has 4 times more than that, around 12,000 at the dunk. We're back to action, 2:15 left to go in the fourth quarter. Kings up by 28, as they will take it down the lane with the right hand finishes. That's good for the layup. Boston at the right wing. They give it to the outside. Holman takes the 3. Off the mark, missed. And back to Sacramento with a rebound. Minute 45 left to go in the fourth. Pass half court for the Kings. This will be Graves. Graves takes the 3 straight away. Off the front rim, missed. Defensive rebound picked up by Boston. Final minute and a half in. They will not give up for Sacramento. Steal from behind. Got rejected on the layup attempt underneath. Boston has it again. Open 3. Top of the key. Missed. from the perimeter. Tonight, big keys, takeaways in this game. Why Sacramento won this game, forcing 28 Boston turnovers compared to just 7 by Sacramento. Scrappy, scrappy, scrappy. I would be shocked if Louis King is not named NBA Summer League MVP. Louis King tonight, 21 points, 5 steals, knocked down 4 3-point shots from the perimeter, 16 points by Jamias Ramsey, averaging 16 points through the Summer League, matches that tonight, and then 9.7 assists by Davion Mitchell, the number 9 draft pick. 46 seconds remaining before this game has gone final. And the Kings up by 32. Boston getting out-rebounded tonight. On the offensive glass, 19-5. Turning it over 28 times. 18 steals by Sacramento. 5 steals each by Louis King and Emmanuel Terry. Nine separate players recorded at least 1 steal by the Kings. Yeah, I am shocked that Grant Williams didn't even play in the Summer League. Like, during the first game against the Hawks, he was seen in the stands sitting next to Jaylen Brown and Josh Richardson. Like, what is he doing in the stands? He should be playing in the Summer League. I don't think he's earned his spot at all. Like, I have no clue how in the world he has earned his spot. Like, he is just really limited offensively. He should be back in these games. He's the guy. He's like a Tim Tebow type of guy with a reasoning why you got Grant Williams. Because he's a locker room type of guy. 30.5 seconds remaining. Kings up by 31. Ball goes out of bounds and Sacramento will still have it with the inbound coming up. Kings grab the inbound. Graves floats the pass behind the defense, and that is good for 2. Principal Singh from G League Ignite gets his first bucket and puts the Kings to the 100 burger on the board. Boston came into this game number 1 offense in the Summer League, averaging 100 points per game. The win goes to the defense, though. Defense wins ball games, and you see it today. Sacramento allowing their opponents to 75 points or less through 5 Summer League games, and tonight they allow the fewest that they have done in the Summer League so far, giving up just 67 as the Celtics only managed to shoot the ball 7 for 36 from 3-point range, where they were knocking down threes left and right through their first 4 games in the Summer League. 167 to score. Absolute blowout. The Kings make it the 3rd time they are Summer League champions in 2021. Obviously disappointing because Boston was up 15-4 at one point in the first quarter. And then after that timeout, here comes the Kings in a 15-2 run. And the rest was history. That's a wrap, everybody, to this stream. Thanks so much, guys, for stopping on by, supporting out on the channel, being a part here. I plan on being back on Thursday night, covering some NFL for a special live stream. Patriots against Eagles. I plan on being back for that next live stream. I'm going to sign off here and shout out the channel members before I do wrap up tonight. If anybody would like to become a channel member, that link is pinned to the chat. It gets you shout out to every single one of my live streams, as low as $1.99 per month for every single one of the live streams. And we get the channel members here. So we have Jack Jason Warren, Raven, the sports expert Ahino Josa Christian, member from Taiwan, Dave, Aaron, Superman, Man and Hayes, Russell, Stephanie, Randran, Mark, John, Old Ed Deuce, D-Block, Cindy, Paul, Woody, Rajeep, Oscar, Isaiah, RJR Football Fan, RJR Football Fan 2.0, CW2K, LKN GFR 90, Kit Lorenz, BP Greg, Magic, Bino, Melvin Lee, Jay, Caden, TGU, Keith, Steven, James, Oreo Pudding, Adam, Mr. Mundre, Barco, Jacob, Abdu Rahman, I am Ghost, Kelly, Mike, Rashad, Alden, Jessica, Don, Maurice, and Pamela. Thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here in the stream. Kings, winners of the Summer League 2021 Summer League champions. Final score 100-67, the final in this matchup here, as it was just a monster blowout. Didn't start that way, as Boston was up by 11 to start out the game. And out of all these Summer League games, they've been close. Dating back to 2013, Golden State won the first ever Summer League game by 14. Sacramento won back-to-back Summer League games 2014-2015 by 11 points in 2014, by 3 points in 2015, and then an overtime victory by Chicago in 2016 by 2 over Minnesota. A 12-point victory by the Lakers in 2017. The biggest blowout prior to this was an 18-point victory by Portland over LA in the 2018 Summer League game against the Lakers. And then in 2019, the Grizzlies won a terrific game in the Summer League by 3 over the T-Wolves, 95-92. So thanks so much, everybody, for being a part here in the stream. Wrapping up. Have a nice night, guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. This is Behind the Arc Basketball, signing off.